106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Wow!
Hey, Square! My thing is bigger than the whole boat!
Welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute. This is the hole that you fall into when you want to fester with me and Mike DeMaria and Dan Lewis while we discuss the Blues Brothers 2 minutes at a time. Hello, Mike.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. And hello, Dan.
Hi, what are we recording on right now so that I don't close the wrong thing or do something wrong?
Don't close Zencastr, and that's it.
Okay.
That's what we're talking to each other over, and I'm recording it with a different thing.
That's all right.
Because why would Zencastr work and
It says
record
there's
itself?
a solo track here. It's downloaded. It's 2 minutes long.
That was earlier
means.
when we were trying to talk to each other and we couldn't.
Yeah, that's your previous one.
All right. God damn it. Why is this hard?
This has been about...
This should not be hard.
Just about 40 minutes of us trying to get this working.
It is super simple. It's 3 people on one phone call. That phone call is being recorded. Why is that difficult?
Sometimes it just is. It's that raccoon out there.
Never is.
No. Every once in a while it is.
Evidence is against me on that.
Right.
Pier
we do
one
have some
imports,
episodes in the can,
something.
which suggests that we do record ourselves sometimes.
Haka hookah. Who gives
Haka
a
hookah.
shit? Go ahead.
Who gives a shit? We're here talking about the Blues Brothers. When last we left you, the Blues Brothers in the Bluesmobile had smashed into a music store in a mall, and that's where we pick up now. And there's more mayhem in the mall as they drive around and spot a Pier 1 Imports and things like that. And they drive into another a record store and a magazine stand, and then they finally bust out through a J.C. Penney, I think. And then what?
It was a jewel.
Well, there's a there's a Frank's
Drum Shop. I'll get to that. It wasn't just a music store. It was Frank's Drum Shop.
I stand corrected.
Are you talking only about Frank's Drum Shop that you want to get into?
Yeah, that's what it starts with, Frank's Drum Shop.
Yeah, but I was just saying
after they decimate the drums in there, they're pulling out, and then a nice Ludwig Vistalite bass drum comes rolling off the top.
Yeah.
There's like they called it like the because it looked like a candy kit. They used to call it like the little Vistalite, like hard candy, because it has like 3 different little stripes of colors. I don't know.
Well, we'll split it up based on areas of expertise. Like Mike will cover Frank's Drum Shop. Tom will cover J.C. Penney because that's where he gets all of his clothes.
Right,
and I'll cover Margie's Bridal, Genghis Formal Wear, Nyhoff Oldsmobile, Burt's Shoes, Baja Boots, Pier 1 Imports, T-Shirt Factory, Jewel, Toys R Us, Hal's Magazine, cigarettes and newspapers, contemporary furs and leather.
Because that's the kind of guy you are.
Is the T-shirt shop the kiosk?
It is.
Okay, right before it gets to, as it's coming up to the Jewel and the Toys R Us.
That's right. On the way to the Jewel, they have one last thing to plow through.
Yeah.
They plow out of the Jewel.
Yeah.
They don't plow out of the Jewel. They're approaching the Jewel before they leave, but then you see them bust through a
J.C. Penney.
I think it is a J.C. Penney.
They do some damage in the Jewel, though.
They do. Oh, you know what? That's weird. They do drive into the Jewel, but then they burst out of a J.C. Penney.
Yeah, you should never drive through Jewel hungry, because you'll do more damage than you otherwise would have.
Yeah, then it's like nothing but Nutter Butters and smashed,
Zag Nuts.
Well, if we could get to it, Jewel, the modern day Jewel right now, the Jewel Osco, in Chicago, is the most frustrating grocery store on the face of the earth.
Oh, how so?
No, it is. There's 2 things why. The first off is they don't have the aisles that go all the way from front to back in one single aisle. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
They have a break.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
why is that frustrating?
Going from one end to this, it's just frustrating because you want to just have a clean aisle all the way to the cash register back to the dairy section.
Is it because you want
a plan?
Is it because you want to be able to look at the sign and say, okay, this is bread, peanut butter,
exactly all the way down?
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
yeah, and you have that crossway, that cross traffic coming halfway through. So there's always the plowing into each other, or there's 2 sets of signs because you have the signs for the first section.
Yeah.
You got to look past that and look at the signs for the second section.
If you can.
See?
If you have that kind of
Right.
eyesight.
And right. That's one thing, and I can usually work around that because there's always an aisle or two, even if you go to like the the Mariano's or something else. There's one or two aisles that have that break around the flower shop. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing at a Jewel that is maddening is that there's always lines that wrap that are just insane because they'll have 8 cash registers and only 2 will be open. Doesn't matter what time of day or what time of night. You're always standing and waiting, and it's always just maddening.
Wow.
Right.
And there's never any. You walk in, and there's never any of the hand carts anywhere. You got to look for them. You got to go to the other side, and they're never right there.
That's a new. What's the opposite of an innovation? Like a retrovation or something. Like that. I've noticed that in my Jewel. They don't have the hand
retrograde
baskets anymore.
Can't
It's like
afford 'em.
Venus.
Too rich.
What do they say? What do they say? Venus is in retrograde.
Yeah. The hand
Yeah.
carts are in retrograde.
Jewels in retrograde.
Yeah.
And they're
It's like a de-evolution.
What are they in the shop?
Yeah. Sorry.
Having the wheels fixed?
Yeah. The handle. Not
No,
even
and
the
there's-
carts. Just the baskets that you carry.
Yeah, the baskets. I look around and people have them in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I look over. I'm like, okay, so I come in where I come in. Oh, it's usually over by the grocery, like where the produce is, and they're usually stacked right up there in every other God-fearing grocery store. They're right there, stacked up. And I come in and they're nowhere to be found. And there's always that shitty bank. There's always that shitty bank that's right there inside the Jewel.
Yeah.
So I look on the other side of that, and there's never any of those. So then I wander over to where now I'm starting to go the opposite direction than I need to go.
Yeah.
So I go to the different the aisles, or not the aisles, the lanes, and there's not even any stacked up there. So when people are using them, they're not stacking. There's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Then I'll walk all the way on the other side over by the customer service, and there's usually like one sitting over there.
Yeah.
All right.
What is that? They used to have plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, a
they
nice
do
big
too.
stack of them
plenty.
when you walk in.
And there's a 14-year-old kid just drive. He's got a line of 80, and he's pushing them
Well, they're
across
like-
the parking lot.
Well,
Yeah.
they're like, what are they? I think they're all like one-time use. It's like that Simpsons episode when they're at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And they would bowl and they would knock the pins down and they would just destroy the pins and you see outside they're cutting down trees and making new pins for each roll.
I think all the shopping carts are discarded in the canals, riverways, and ponds of across this great country.
That's
From
right.
Sea to shining sea.
Yeah.
You can walk across this nation without getting your feet wet, thanks to all the discarded shopping carts and hand carts.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking
Cracker
on
Factory.
joyrides by no goodniks.
Well, I think we're done with that.
Yeah. And in conclusion,
Yeah.
the Jewel is frustrating.
That's
I
right.
say, let them crash.
We knew what we were
knew
getting
what they
into
were
when we
getting
walked
into.
down. See, the thing is, I have a Jewel right down the block from me, so it's extremely convenient. And it's a little smaller, so it doesn't have that bifurcated aisle issue that you're describing.
What do
But
you-
the
what do you
fancy
think- no,
Whole
they all
Foods that
have
I go
that.
to up in Glenview, that's got the bifurcated aisles, and that's I feel your pain.
Yeah, but that's a different story, though. That's, those have like wide, luxurious aisles and,
Yeah.
it's all top drawer
Yeah.
product.
And clientele.
What do you think it was? Do you think Jewel, like Mr. Jewel, came in with a really good plan, and then when he merged with Osco came and just tore up all the good ideas?
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Osco.
Maybe
behind
Osco came from the Osco brothers and Barnum and Osco circus. So
Here's how we do it in the circus.
yeah,
You line
he
people
just
up and
brought
just
a
let them sit
circus
there.
atmosphere. Yeah, just at a circus atmosphere there.
I
Yeah.
can't hear
You
Mike.
play hide the carts.
You can't hear Mike?
No.
Are you dead serious? I'll
Dead
kill
serious. He cut right out in the
You just
middle of
put
the
$50
word
in the
Osco.
till.
You still can't hear him?
Right.
How is that possible?
I can't-
I actually don't understand.
I
Cut
can't
right
hear-
out in the middle of a
I
word.
can't hear Dan.
And you can't hear Dan. Sweet Jesus. Hang on. Oh,
This might actually be a good show to just air it like this, just frustrations.
yeah, maybe. Maybe. Except
We
where's
might
Dan?
have
I'd
to.
like Dan to be on the show. Oh, Dan is on the
Hello?
show. But you guys
Yeah.
can't hear each other. What if I translate for each of you? Mike just
Yeah.
said the second half of the
Wait.
word Osco, Dan. What do you think
Wait,
of that?
wait, can you hear Dan?
Oh, interesting.
I can hear Dan, yeah.
and you can hear me.
and I can hear you.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's like I'm dead or something, and I'm connected to both of you through the
Right.
the ether.
Where's M. Night Shyamalan to straighten this
Well,
whole
let's not
thing
go
out?
down that road because I've had a feeling similar to that when I was during my situations.
Oh God.
No, I didn't, but I was a little disassociated.
Oh yeah. See, Dan would love
Yeah,
to
we
hear
need
this.
Dan back.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
he-
get Dan
he-
back for God's sake. This will be a joy to edit. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
No, so, I think we covered the Jewel Osco thing.
Okay, we're moving on to a new bit,
Yeah.
which is called. We mentioned this last time that it's frustrating with all these products and all these stores. You can't identify anything. Like they smash into a magazine stand, and you badly want to see. Oh, there's I don't know anybody. There's
That's Hal's.
Aaron
that's Hal's
Gray from
Magazine,
Buck
Cigarettes,
Rogers.
Newspapers.
oh, it is
It's Hal's.
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 But see, I don't know any Hal's. I just want to see what's on the magazines.
Oh.
You know,
You
the
mean
faces of
identify
yesteryear.
the actual the actual merchandise.
Right. I just, there's probably Burt Reynolds or whatever, like whoever was doing stuff back then.
Yeah, there's
Jake and
Look
the Fat
Magazine.
Man.
There's Life.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I can't
disco
identify
pants and
anything.
haircuts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They got everything here.
All right.
Yeah. I do. Oh,
I
you
like
can
it.
pick out Robin Williams in that record store.
Yeah.
There's like a
they're
poster with
selling
him.
some Robin Williams album because his face is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably had
He
one of
would
his
have been in the
comedy
middle
albums.
of starring in Mork and Mindy, I believe.
I think you're right. Because
Which
I
I
remember
think
watching
started
that
around
in my
late
old
70s.
house in Potomac,
Mirth.
Maryland.
Mirth. Jonathan Winters is Mirth.
Is it possible that show is good?
No,
If you watched it
Yeah.
now, would you laugh?
I don't know. I don't think so.
There seem to be two brands of sitcoms from history, from like any era. Like there's the kind that's just on, and somehow the characters have caught on, so people watch it and they think fondly of it. But then there's actually good, legitimate shows that like do something and are you can't believe how funny they are.
Right.
Like All in the Family is like just
Yeah,
a
that's a
brilliant
great
show
show.
that
Yeah.
you'll never get over. And like Barney Miller, even that almost straddles it. It's like a weird. It shouldn't be as funny as it is, but it is.
Barney Miller's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than Mork and I don't. We talked about this before. I don't particularly find Robin Williams to be that funny or interesting in that show.
He's very.
Well, does
About
Okay.
anything.
What about like Laverne and Shirley?
That was a funny show, I think. And I was thinking about
I love
Happy
that.
Days in the same way.
Well, yeah, because they had crossover.
I
Yeah.
liked Happy Days. Yeah, I don't know if there's any logic to that though.
Right.
Right.
Like, was Three's Company funny? Mr. Roper was funny.
Yeah.
No. No. This
Yeah.
company is not funny.
Well, Jack was funny.
Was he?
The Roper
He's a
Roper
funny
was funny.
physical actor and stuff.
He was
Yeah,
appealing.
and Larry was funny.
Larry was
Yeah,
not
like-
funny. Stop that. You take that back.
I, li-
That's
Larry was
offensive.
funny.
I like Larry.
Larry was good.
I don't have
Brady
anything
Bunch
against
is
Larry.
stupid.
Well, Brady Bunch was moral compass shows.
Brady Bunch,
Yeah,
I have no
Brady
idea
Bunch
if
was
that
like
was
an
good.
early Seventh Heaven.
You know what though? No, I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna stop things right now
Okay.
Uh-oh.
because I think I found a good spot to discuss this.
Oh,
Okay.
Here
we go.
All right,
was it Brady Bunch?
and I think no.
Okay.
I was going through with the depression and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And I don't think that was part of it, but I think there's a lot more that was going on.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of guilt and shame for the way I've lived my life, kind of the way I was and the people that I've hurt. I'm jumping right into it. Just let me
I
get
guess
through
you
it.
are.
just
Jesus.
get right through it.
Just let me get right through it. I'm
Open?
trying to keep it funny because it's not funny. It's very heartbreaking and wrenching.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Am I allowed
and I
to
think
make jokes during it, or
you could do whatever the hell you want.
tell
Oh,
me now?
But I think the episode with the depression and everything, which I thought it was depression, but it's really just a load of guilt and shame for being just a monumental, self-centered asshole most of my adult life,
Wow.
and hurting a lot of people. And I would even say that maybe the two of you even a little bit, because I've lived such a self-centered way, and I think even with my whole depression angle and everything, getting sympathy from people and getting things that I need from people. So, but I think it's a lot of the guilt and the shame that kind of broke me down, because I've hurt a lot of people that I care about, and that's not good. So the segue to the Brady Bunch is
Yeah. The one where Marshall learns to drive?
No, I think the best. I'm trying to put a little humor in this because it's not funny at all.
Right.
Okay.
You know,
you went to Hawaii and you found an idol.
No, and I couldn't, and I almost died surfing.
Who's the Vincent
No,
Price in your life?
No, I think I've hurt a lot of people with me from just being impulsive, living off of addictions and impulses, and just being very self-centered. And I think I'm thinking that this kind of like confessional. It's a very, not going into detail because this isn't the place for it. But I just don't want people. I don't want people listening to this to feel sorry or anything for me because of depression and whatnot, because that's not what it is. I've hurt a lot of people from my actions, and so this is almost like a confessional. And I kind of think of it as, when you had that commercial with Yul Brynner after he was already dying of lung cancer,
Yeah.
and he was saying, "Whatever you do, don't smoke."
It was after he died, wasn't it? They aired it after he
No.
died. It's like by the time you see this, I'll be dead.
Yeah, but the point is when he was airing it, he already knew that he was past the point.
Right.
And I feel like that's so I'm warning people out there who, may be taking people for granted or may not be, treating people the right way or not being present and not being, fully loving and open. Do it while you still can. And I'm saying I still can do it, but you do it before you lose too much time.
Well, that's always
So I'm
excellent
getting that.
advice.
So I'm now completely ruminating on the past. So when you said Laverne and Shirley, I was thinking, well, when I was watching Laverne and Shirley, I was still somewhat of a decent human being. I wish I could go back and watch that again, because then I would have all this time in front of me to not be a prick.
Right.
Right. Oh, and
What-
one more thing.
Okay.
So you mentioned the Brady Bunch thinking it's funny. No, it's not funny, but it was the moral compass.
I
Right?
agree that it was not funny.
It wasn't funny at all.
It was weirdly enjoyable, but it wasn't funny.
They'd have that
I
long,
think it was neither.
they would have that long, and
Yeah.
they'd go back when the camera would swoop back into the house.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when you knew you were going to get the lesson. Like the kids were about to learn
Right.
something.
Their heads are
You
hanging
know,
low in
They're
shame.
gonna have to go into Mike's studio or his little office where he's drafting one of his architectural designs,
Right.
and they would have to give him
Yeah.
the life lesson.
Those kids never stopped learning.
No, and the point
Kids are
was,
geniuses.
The
or
point
they were
was-
thawed out from glaciers and troglodytes. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
but the point being is that at that time, and I think I just rifled through. I came home from camp, rifled through Ultraman and Johnny Sacco
Sure.
and a couple other terrible shows, and then I should have sat there and took that life family lesson from the Brady Bunch, because I sure as fuck wasn't getting it from home.
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
don't fall into the father knows best trap. Wasn't there the story that after that show was on the air, people it contributed to people's depression because they would see this perfect loving family on TV and they had it all figured out, and they'd be like, shit, my life's not like that at all. I must be doing something wrong. These TV people know where it's at. And just
Yeah.
Those are
dove
all
the
people that were
nation
going to be
into depression.
depressed anyway.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But let me say this: I understand what you were saying. I mean, no, I can't speak for Dan. I'm sure he's curled in the ball over there with all the things you've done to him. But you've been a good friend to me, and I've never felt used or abused by you. But while you are beating yourself, not beating, I don't want to make light of it, but you're feeling down. You're feeling bad about your current state of affairs and the way you see the way you've been. I'm just saying this comes from someplace. You've got you've delved into your past, your childhood all the way back, and you know that there was a lot of stuff that set you up to
hurt people.
have to cope with the world in a certain way, and maybe that's what's playing out. And I just don't want you to
Right.
beat yourself up unjustly.
Well, I'm going to. I'm
Okay.
going to. I'm going. Don't worry yourself about it because I'm going to.
Well, just
Done
hold
and
on
done.
a second there, pal.
Yeah.
Look, as you know, my concern was, and granted, as I said before, not knowing many of the details, it is my fear that there's a sort of spiral of self-flagellation being created here. It's got some of the hallmarks of that, where, and again, you said you couldn't get any of the details, but I mean, you'll have to forgive me if I find this a little bit difficult to believe, some of this.
Well, no, it's just trust
It's
me
not
on
to
this one.
discount your feelings.
Yeah,
I
just
know
trust me.
you say to trust you on that one, but what we don't need is a whole, breaking down completely of what is otherwise a perfectly usable ego.
No. The ego is the problem here, and the self-centered and the I want, I need, I'm going to take,
That's funny.
I deserve. When's my right time, Kent? It's that mentality that has
you
made me
saved
hurt.
this for other people, and we didn't see it. Tom didn't see it, and I didn't see it. And it was
Because-
other people.
Well,
that what you're
but I think I would do subtly. I would work my way to get what I needed from you, anyways. I'm shifting
sucker.
the. I'm shifting. I have to shift the focus of my therapy. It has to be about. I don't know. The point is.
Have you brought this up with your
depression and
therapist?
I think I pissed them all off the other day
Oh, really?
because I was just
The whole team of
went through a moment where I'm like, because I was trying to get in as fast as I could, then I couldn't get in, then I was trying to get texting them every 5 seconds.
Oh boy.
Don't worry about it. But in lieu of that, I let me see here for a second. I downloaded the Bible app.
Well, I don't think you need
Whoa.
to be Bible. I'm just saying.
He's
I don't
getting
think you
serious.
need to be.
No, the one from. No, let me tell you something. I'm telling you something right now. Today I was shaking and I was, felt like I was gonna, my insides were coming out. And then I opened it up because there's the word of the day, and it popped right up. Peter 5:6-7 says, God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble. This pops right up. Humble yourself, okay, we start this again. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. So I got to suffer a little bit, and I get that. Cast all of your anxiety on him because he cares for you. See?
That's in the Bible. It is.
It is.
Okay. Well, the Bible's got a whole bunch of stuff.
It does have a whole bunch
Where
of
did
stuff.
this pop up?
Well, it's just the word of like a little phrase of the day, and then I can read the rest of it.
Are they all Bible phrases?
Yeah. Let's see what
Okay,
this
so
one
you've
says
got a
here.
Bible
It's
calendar?
not a calendar. It's an app. I can read the whole God blessed book if I wanted to.
Dan and I can't see
Alright.
each other, but we're looking at each other sideways right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't.
Bible app, huh?
This is Second Peter. This is Second Peter. Yeah. Yeah. Around AD 65, the Apostle Peter was imprisoned in Rome by the Emperor Nero, and we all know that Nero was a hero, right?
That's right. Yes.
Sartre was smarter.
Yeah, I could be in some. And it says.
I don't know about all this.
But because you are willing.
Yeah. I'm not just going to take your... I'm sorry, but I'm just not... I could be convinced.
I want
I'm
you to
not
text
gonna
your
take
shrink
your
some
word
more.
for this. It doesn't... it's just... It's not adding up for me.
Well, God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. So I was the proud.
Yeah.
From
that's
today
in the
forward,
Bible.
I have to be the humble. Humble yourself, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he
You know
may
what?
lift you up in due time.
Why don't you get the Raising Arizona app and it'll just pop up stuff like, the sun don't rise and set on the corner grocery, and then you work your life that way or something.
I guess the Pope's
Because-
hat is kind of funny, Glenn.
See? There you go.
Okay, all right. But if I'm about to go face the wrath,
Wait a minute. Who's
would I
going to
rather
face the
say
wrath?
that?
Wait a
The
minute.
wrath of whom?
I don't know. I guess cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
You
Be
know what?
alert and
Here's a good
sober of
tip.
mind.
Let me give you a tip. Don't think of it as the Bible. Think of it as a Bible.
There you go.
It's... Yeah.
I'm listening.
Well, it's It's just a Bible. It's just a book. You could find a Eckhart Tolle book to do a quote of the day, and a lot of them are going to seem like they apply to your life.
Right.
And I don't buy that you're some sort of I don't buy that you've been this like this terrible example of selfishness. I don't know. And also, you sort of make it sound like, like what are you aiming for here? Like what level of righteousness and unassailable righteousness do you think you'd need to attain in order to become a worthwhile human being?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into the details, but like I've said, I've lived an inauthentic life, and especially with my family, and I let a lot of my, like you said, the tortures of the damned from the past just never go away, and never allowed myself to just be in the moment, and it's just trust me on this one that it's a lot of the stress that I put upon myself comes from shame and guilt, and rightfully so.
But is it instead of
shame and guilt are feelings? So I wouldn't argue with that.
Right.
Well, they're feelings, but they're also, when you feel like you've crossed the line.
But do you understand why when you just say, "Oh, just trust me," that's what you're saying is true? Do you understand why we can't just? I don't know about Tom. Do you understand why I can't just go, "Oh yeah, I trust you"?
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, you've led an inauthentic life, and you're this bad person. I trust you. Like, isn't it obvious to you why we can't just go, "Yeah, I trust you"?
Right.
Yeah, I get that. But then at the same time, and this is part of the problem, is that I'm reaching out and saying this to you, but in the back of my head, now that I'm aware of what I do, I'm immediately saying I am manipulating my two
What's he up
friends.
to now? This is what I'm talking about, though, man.
I'm manipulating you two to give me something right now.
I acknowledge that you might be right, but this is what I'm talking about. It's it's a spiral. There's no stopping this. You can't get into this kind of thinking.
And you said something that it might be right. So I might have been doing this for 25 years without awareness and without any manipulation. Giving me, I need Dan and Tom. Give me what I need so I can suck it up and keep going.
Well, people do need stuff, and you're also you are a generous person. You're
stop.
What?
All to serve, all to say, "Oh, isn't he a generous person?" No, I'm not.
That's not the first thing I think of when I think of you. I mean, you're a nice guy. You're funny. I think I don't think it's a conspiracy to make you seem like a cool guy, and you're only being a nice guy so people think you're a nice guy. Is that what you're saying?
I got some work. I got a lot of work to do, but I've already done a lot of damage. So.
Well, a lot of it has to do with taking a compliment.
No, the point. I've done that. I've done that.
It's the first workshop.
I've done that a lot. Taking a compliment. I listen all the time. You gotta love yourself. Give yourself a break. Give this. No, there's no more breaks for me.
You really do, man.
No, I've had a break. I've had a great long break while other people have worked their asses off.
Oh, like you haven't worked hard and your life hasn't been a challenge?
Or that you're not working hard now.
Again. That's all I got to say. I don't know what else to say after again. I don't know.
That's again.
But there's going to be a shift in things. And I have to.
Does it involve the Bible and a lot of Bible stuff? Can I ask that?
I think it's gonna be one of those all hands on deck thing where I'm not shutting the door to anything.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I think there's gonna be meditation. I think there's gonna be.
Sure.
I think there's gonna be.
No more smudges though.
I was gonna say we're back to smudging.
No.
Stay away from that Whole Foods.
No, and you know what? None of this. Yeah, no. It's gonna be a lot more. I don't know. I gotta just get. I don't know.
Now, here's what I'm thinking right now. You spent, I forget like 4 weeks doing serious, hard, elbow deep work on your psyche, and it did a lot of good, and it was tangible. Like, this is where all this stuff comes from, and this is what I've been doing, and this is what I need to, this is how I need to right the ship.
Right.
And now it sounds to me, and I'm not a doctor, but it sounds to me like you have hit a bad bump just in the circumstances of life since then, and you are, I don't know what the word is. You're taking a step back from the clear hard work you did, and you're not taking that into account anymore. It sort of seems like that's been sort of swept under the rug.
All right. Well, let's unpack that.
Okay.
I'll take the first part second, and the last part first.
You lost me.
Well, it's it's like
The old switcheroo.
It's a reference
It's like
to
Pulp Fiction.
It's a reference to the movie 21 when they had a
the
question
cards?
and he would say, like the game show quiz
quiz
show
show,
21.
yeah.
Oh,
quiz show, the quiz show.
Okay.
When they had a series of questions and he was like, I'll take the second part first and then I'll come back to I don't know, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was unpacking. Okay, no. I went in under pretenses that this was depression and anxiety over something. We'll call it A. Okay.
Okay.
It was, A was causing this or my whatever. So I went and did all that, thinking that, I'm just depressed. It's just anxiety. But there was something gnawing at me, and it was really about the kind of person that I was, or still am. That's what it really was. And the things that I've done and the people that I've hurt. That's what it really was. And it was a lot of guilt and a lot of things that were going on at the time, even.
Can I unpack that?
Yeah, but I'm still unpacking what
I know.
you packed up.
But you have not yet unpacked the first part, but I'm going to unpack this second part of my first part.
Right.
You,
and then we'll go directly to the third.
Now I lost it. No, you're thinking of yourself as a bad person who's treated people badly, but couldn't that just be an effect of the depression that you were experiencing and the deep-seated, way back to the childhood things you experienced? I mean, couldn't that be? I mean, it's not that Mike DeMaria is a jerk who treats people bad. It's Mike is coming from this situation, and his mind is in this place, and it comes out as maybe not the best, decisions and things and ways he's treated people. Maybe he's feeling guilty about now, but it's not like he was being a dick. He was doing the best he could with what he had.
All right, I'll give you that, and I'll see your hand, and I'll raise you something else. Okay?
I fold.
Are you writing all this down,
You're out.
Dan?
You've been out.
Yeah.
Dan's completely well-adjusted to both of you.
He is. Look at him.
No, okay, so you bring up valid points. So one angle is that, poor me, I went through this, and now I'm maladjusted, and now, so I'm this depressed guy, and I lost out on a lot of things, and I wasn't always present, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. That would, eventually, everybody has their shit that they come from, and there's people that have gone through the worst of shit and still come out somewhat well-adjusted or still wanting to attack life.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way I look at it is either I'm afraid I'm addicted to excuses, like I was always looking for an excuse not to live, and not to work hard, and not to just be present. Or the other, so that's one. And then I have to figure out what, at some point at 45 and soon, that I have to stop being addicted to excuses. I have other addictions, that have pretty much buried me, but, excuses could be one of them as well. The second half of that is that, okay, I could be a very manipulative, calculated, malignant, narcissistic individual that looks for people to exploit and to take from. That's what scares the living shit out of me.
Yeah, but I've known people exactly like that, and you see them coming from a mile away. So you're either the most perfect distilled
The best
version of that. Yeah, the best asshole who ever lived. You can pull
Let me
the
tell
wool
you
over
something.
everybody's eyes. Or
Yeah, Mike is. Well, yeah. Those people are Michael Caine and Steve Martin from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and Mike is Janet the Jackal, and you would never know until the very end.
Right.
Oklahoma.
I'm gonna start calling you the Jackal now, Mike, because nobody knows.
don't.
Everybody thinks you're the Soap Queen.
No, and trust me, I've bolted up in the middle of the night thinking that I am like I look for the 666 on my head.
Oh my
I
God.
ran to bolt to and look for because I feel like I could be the most covert, undercover, master manipulator of all time. The fact that either the Kremlin or the CIA would love to get their hands on me. Because that I could, and I could just like smell an opening and take it. And I could work multiple people at one time and just suck them dry like a vampire.
Yeah, but can't you? I'm not trying to spin this like you're guilt free or anything, but I mean, like, can't that? I mean, you're saying it as you are a driven, grabbing monster, but couldn't you also just be a person who has needs and doesn't know how to get them in a more direct way or something, or in a more what you would consider like a fair way or something?
A mix of things, like everybody.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that I am the grown baby and playing in his mashed potatoes. Like, I'm hoping that that's what it is, because then I can figure out a way to fix that, even though I can't take anything away from the people that I've really hurt. But the scary part is, what if and all you have to do is do what I do and just sit on my phone and just Google everything, every sort of personality disorder there is, and then you see the different levels on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
From like just kind of bumbling, person who can't help but looking at himself in the mirror, all the way to the jackal.
Right.
So,
we need to get your shrink to call into the show.
I have to sign a few waivers for that.
Yeah, we're good for it.
Yeah. But that's.
Well, I don't like this turn.
It just sounds to me like the idea that you're this. It sounds to me like this idea that you're some sort of like constantly opportunistic, Machiavellian, sneezing like
sneezing, disease-ridden monster.
I don't know. It strains credulity a little bit.
I don't know what the hell it does, but.
I can understand if you're legitimately feeling guilty. If you've hurt somebody you love, you feel guilty, and you're like, oh my God, what a dick. Well, how could I do that? But that doesn't mean that you're a dick and that you were trying to hurt anybody.
I wish it could be.
What?
No, I wish it could be like, oh, I hurt somebody that's just a dick. I mean, I've hurt people very close to me over long periods of time.
Okay.
And so, right, that's.
I trust that is true to some extent. But I don't. It doesn't follow to me that there needs to be a breaking down and building up, and the unmolded kid with the mashed potatoes or whatever it is. That's just. I walk around with guilt in life that I'll probably never shake. But it is true that you have to try to figure out a way to say, well, I'm still a good person, and I still try to be a good person. You sound like you've been convinced somehow that you're definitely not a good person,
right?
Mm-hmm.
and that's almost irreversibly so.
I think you're right.
Very, very difficult to believe. Like, I'm a sucker and Tom is a sucker, and you're just, what is this? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty? Well, I mean, what are we talking about here?
Well, I wish it was just like that, because then it'd just be for my own amusement and just to get myself through the day, is to have a secret life. But I agree. I see what you're saying. I've fallen into the trap of now. Yeah, it's almost irreversible. I have now labeled myself this.
Yeah.
And even to the point where it would be, if I'm going to do something nice or good, it wouldn't be just because it's the right thing to do. It's because I want to be seen a certain way, or I want to get some admiration from it.
Right.
I think a lot of
even
people
today-
struggle with that.
Even today, I saw parents of our friends, the kids, and I said, "Oh, we might go to the beach on Friday, and let me know if you're not doing anything. I'll take your kid can come with us." She goes, "You're such a good dad." I'm like, and I stopped. I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just
Slapped him.
I'm just gonna take the kids to the beach because it's probably because I don't do it, first of all, and I usually would think I don't want sand everywhere. I don't want this. I don't want that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Just take the kids to the beach, and don't ever say I'm a good dad. Don't do it because I don't. It's not 100%. I don't know. It's just I'm overthinking and analyzing every single thing now.
There you go, right there. That's the first thing you
Yeah.
said that I understand completely. Well, I mean, 2 days ago I did the exact same thing. I thought that my son was getting picked up by his friend's parents to go to the pool, and there's a miscommunication. They're not going to the pool, and I'm like, oh, you know what I should do? I should take him to the pool. I'll find a different friend for him, and we'll go to the pool. And I hate going to the pool. It's going to be a drag, but it's not going to be that much of a drag. And these other parents keep taking my son to the pool, and I should return the favor. But that doesn't mean that I'm a dick or that I'm trying to seem like an awesome guy. I'm just sort of like, oh, this is like a slight lacking that I have, or I don't try enough to, do enough for the other kids and parents and stuff. I'm going to step up a little bit, and that'll be nice.
Right.
And I'll feel good about that, and people will think I'm awesome. But that's not why I'm doing it.
But I think that was a healthy workshop that you did right there.
Yeah, why can't you
came to
do
the
that?
conclusion yourself. Well, yeah, I'm going to do that, but it's after years of not workshopping everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just in a zone where everything is going through the. What am I mean by this? Why am I doing this? What's my
Okay.
motive? What am I
Fair
hoping to
enough.
gain from this?
Yes, and this kind of domino effect analysis is understandable, I think, and it
Right.
makes sense. And I've done it, and you're dealing with something worse than I've ever dealt with. I don't know, and I totally understand that you're dealing with that right now.
No, it's not worse
But
than
I
any.
have a
it's
little
not,
bit
yeah,
of an
no.
issue still with the idea that, look, if you take everything you do in the world and break it down to its components and say, why did I do this? You're never going to find an end or a clear line between what's for your benefit and what's for others. I think you can get into this. This kind of where everything is colored that way, and with whatever glasses you're wearing, then it's like they live, okay, and pretty soon everything just looks like something that's for your benefit because it's impossible to prove that something is entirely for someone else's benefit. You're dealing with I don't know. You're dealing with thresholds that no longer make sense for that.
Right.
No, and you're right. I mean, I've crossed the threshold of reasonability,
That's not what I
and
said.
I'm now. I don't know, but that's what I heard. I don't know.
Because you heard threshold and you threw it into a different sentence, and then
Well,
you
you're
said
also-
you're right before it.
Well, you got me thinking about They Live, and I just was thinking about
Yeah.
Roddy Piper walking around with the glasses and everything is.
That's my fault.
know.
I put Roddy Piper's picture in your head, and I shouldn't have done that.
That's on you,
Yeah, and
Dan.
I said chewing bubblegum and kicking ass. It's just.
No.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I hang out with you and Tom doing this podcast, and I enjoy doing it, and I do it for my own benefit.
You dick.
All right.
Good.
This is why nobody likes
And-
you,
All
Dan.
right, that's fine.
I do it because I feel like it's a nice thing for you guys, and doing nice things for you guys is something I do for my own benefit.
There you
And
go.
it's a way of fooling myself into believing that there's inherent human qualities that I have that are good.
You're a real empty monster, you know that?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. There's no need to get snarky, Tom. There's no need to get personal, brother. It's just something I think you should keep in mind. That's all.
Yeah.
Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, and He may lift you up in due time.
Hotter than any
So I'm in
flame
the-
of human fire.
So and I accept this. I accept it, and it makes sense. And this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
That was the one. That's the one line that pops up for the day today, and
right,
it was
but
saying.
you understand.
It says you're suffering. I know, but let me finish. God damn
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry.
Finish. It's saying It's saying that, you know, the confusion and the tension and the anxiety and the shame and the guilt that you feel right now, in due time, it'll be lifted away. In due time. So I know that it's a process. You have to feel it. You have to feel it a little bit so that you know what it feels like. So that you know that that it's not a good feeling, but it will be lifted up in due time. If you believe, if thouest humble thyself, therefore, under God's mighty hand. Verse of the day, 1 Peter 5-6. All right, everybody hear that?
Yeah, but for God's mighty
know,
hand,
I'm
can
telling
you
you right
read
now,
Mike
I'm
DiMaria's sensibility? You know, like Mike DiMaria is like going to figure this out.
I know right now.
He's been knocked for a loop, and he's in a down spot, and he's feeling guilty, but he's gonna pull himself out of that.
God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. I know the two of you are just in utter disbelief knowing who I am.
Now.
And it says, and the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, will himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast.
Yeah, but
I don't know. It's a loop. You didn't expect me to go this way.
I didn't. It's a little concerning, you know. I mean, and not that it's a Bible thing, just that it's that you're just looking for random, fortune cookie stuff.
I just looked down and that's I understand that it's not random. I'm giving things a shot because I think as I was looking at this, the kind of person that I was, led by, self-centeredness and whatnot, and there is something missing for me, some sort of spiritual hole. There's a huge spiritual hole, and I'm not saying that's what it needs to be. Yeah, it could be anything. It could be, I could go and meditate, or I could go and actually, do something. There's something. There's a hole.
Well, see, that's more. Hearing you say that, that's even more encouraging to me because it sounds like you are recognizing that you need something and that there's something to be fixed. Not that you're a hopeless dick who's just a monster and will never be okay or something.
We lost Aaron again.
Yeah, we did. That's okay. Nobody will notice.
Right, well, no, they will.
He only does the show because he likes it.
The end, right?
Yeah, we're probably winding down. You there, Dan?
All right.
Yep.
Can you hear Mike?
Oh, he is there the whole time.
He came back.
Yep, I just rejoined. Go.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's probably better that Dan didn't hear any of that because he wouldn't have stood. He would have stood for none of it.
No, I don't know.
I won't stand for any of
I thought the last part was
bullshit.
slightly more encouraging in a weird way.
Well,
it sounds
first
like
of all,
Mike knows that there's
a
work
God
to do.
that you're answering to about all this stuff. I mean, that's a separate issue. I'm not going to get into that one, but I mean, it's just like Tom already has a bunch of editing to do on this messed up version of the show, and now he has to add organ music behind all the Bible verses and stuff.
I refuse. No organ music is heard because I don't feel like going to find it.
No, but by the time you'll see people, by the time you listen to this, there'll have been organ music underneath.
I don't know. I think just to spite you,
got
I'll
it
put
a
something
Vita.
else in.
I'm saying there definitely will be.
But what if you're wrong?
I'm not wrong. Everybody knows that.
What if Bill doesn't remember to put his keys in that bush?
If I can,
excellent.
If I can request some organ music, it could be "Inagata Vita" by Iron Butterfly.
I'll see what I can do. God damn it!
7 minutes later,
Bart swaps out the music.
And the woman passes out after playing Iron Butterfly.
I've tried all the other major religions. They're all pretty much the same.
Just wants them out of there.
Oh my God, you guys. All right. Well, we nailed these 2 minutes of the Blues Brothers, didn't we?
It's a car chase, you guys.
It's a car
But you know what,
chase.
Get that sucker.
Exhaust-filled mall, cars spinning upside down, broken watches.
Yeah, all I can think about is the exhaust and the way that they're doing donuts just in the middle of donuts for no reason.
I'd
But
pass
go ahead,
out.
Sorry. Mike was about to say something.
Oh.
I was going to say that I think this scene was a metaphor from what I'm feeling. It started with Jake saying, "You got us into this parking lot. You get us out of it." And and then I'm feeling trapped and claustrophobic, and at the end you just punch right out of a JCPenney.
Yeah.
Well,
And Dan and I are saying, I'm going to get that sucker.
it's the last thing I ever do.
That's split
I
up.
can't remember what song.
We only get.
There's
I'm
a
going to get
so-
that sucker at the end of this minute, and then at the beginning of the next one we get. It's the last thing I ever do.
Ever do, yeah. And then you got that car tipping over and those guys screaming, holding their hats.
Yeah. It's also the very nice sort of French Connection-like shot from inside one of the cop cars as they're like kind of slaloming through the mall, like just from the car's eye view.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
But it's, yeah. Though, as we think we know, as movies about that have car chases in it, this is probably one of the best.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes
With
like
this entire
French
movie.
Connection and Bullet and this.
Right.
Yeah.
There's just a dash of the 7-Ups. You ever see that movie?
No.
It's a fantastic movie. Roy Scheider. Look it up.
All right. All right.
All right. Everybody go watch the 7-Ups. I think we're either going to go to bed or record next week's show. Wonder what we'll talk about then. But keep an eye on Mike. Keep an eye on your Bible app.
No.
And
Do not.
no?
Do not.
No, we got it.
No, don't.
No. I think people need to. Just check in every once in a while, right into the
No.
listener's hole and say, "Hey, Mike, you there?" And then he'll poke his head up and say, "I'm
No,
cool."
I'm gonna be. You know what? No, I'm fine. I'm just needed to talk some things out. I don't need anything. I don't.
Tough,
Don't
we're there for you.
contact Mike, people. Don't check in with Mike.
Yeah.
No, I'll be fine.
Because then he'll feel that he's just been on the show so that you'll check in with him, and then that will contribute to his shame spiral.
Yeah. How could you all be so selfish as to check in on Mike? Jerks.
Yeah. Well. All right.
Let's shame Mike. We love you, Mike. Shout out to you, Mike. Everybody, go to bed or continue with your day, and then please come back here next week as we find out what that cop is gonna do if he doesn't get that sucker. I don't know how
Yeah,
that's
we're
supposed to
gonna
work.
have trivia next week.
What? Oh. Are we calling
I
off
was
the
talking
music?
about next week, but then the
I know,
music
but you said
started.
it.
Oh my God!
We
This
could- we-
and
we-
the
we have the-
organ we heard earlier.
We have the ability to
believe it.
decide not to do trivia if we want to.
Yeah, let's leave it up to Mike this week.
Mike?
It's up to you. I don't care.
Oh, God.
Oh, last thing you want to do is leave it up to me. Trivia.
And there you go.
All right. Getting the box out. Caddyshack trivia coming at you. What are the odds that I'm going to pull out a card that I already read? What golfing advice does Ty give Danny? A, hit the ball. B, slice the ball. C, be the ball. D, feel the ball.
Be the ball.
B, the ball. What is the bishop's... Oh. What is the bishop's name? Drew
Pickering.
Scott.
Pickering.
Okay, but is it Fred Pickering or Danny Pickering?
It's Fred.
Fred.
Pickering.
My name is Fred.
My name's Fred. I'm a man, same as you. Where does where does Danny want to go? The Bahamas, the country club, college, or the army?
College.
College. That's exactly the kind of par 3, right down the middle Caddyshack card we needed tonight. Well done, everybody.
Right.
That was
Thanks.
trivia.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's the trivia box getting put away. All right, everybody. Thank you for putting up with this. It was worth it. We've all learned something.
Send Mike a top ramen.
Yeah.
No, let's just not. I talked too much and I needed to
You can
stop.
go one day
All
without
right.
dinner.
Mike's done. Don't do anything to Mike. Leave him alone. For God's sake, you jackals.
All
All right. Am I
All right.
allowed to write you and say hello? Am I
Yeah.
allowed to check up?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Of course, it's nice to say
Seeing as
hello.
I've been so deeply suckered in by your
Yeah. The word is
predatory,
friendship.
attention whoring behavior.
See what I did there?
What? What'd you do?
I said, just see what I did there. I worked you over, and now I just hang up and wait for the
Oh, that was pretty good.
wait for everything to just start piling in.
Hey, if it makes you feel better,
My
our
God,
well wishes
he's
are not
right.
very sincere. Very sarcastic. All right, listen. Everybody, we all love you. You love us. We all love Mike. We're all going to come back next time for whatever the next minutes are of the Blues Brothers here on the Blues Brothers Minute.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Please find us online at bluesbrothersminute.com. That's Blues, B-R-O-S Minute. And then find us on Facebook at Blues Brothers Minute, same spelling, and at Twitter at Blues Bros Min. And if you want to support the show and get some fun stuff like early access to shows and postcards from the three of us, go to www.patreon, patreon.com/ditchdiggers. You'll be glad you did. And if you love this show, you will not hate the Caddyshack Minute, which you can find in the podcatcher of your choice, or you can head over to caddyshackminute.com. See you next time.